Tell me your name, your age if you're comfortable, what you do, and where you live.
I am Susan Henderson. I'm 50. I live in Kings Park, New York, and I'm a writer. I write mostly novels, which is a little bit like being unemployed.
Okay, tell me a piece of literature, anything about writing that has greatly influenced your creative life.
So, my favorite literary character ever is Mary Cat Blackwood from Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in the Castle. And I'm embarrassed how many times I've read that book, but it's not just the language, but you just get so inside this quirky character, and even if she's doing completely immoral things, you just want to be inside of her, and you feel tender towards her experience. And so I love the way Shirley Jackson engages you with something that you're not comfortable with, and that's always my state of bliss when I'm reading.
Wonderful. So, in your process, Susan, when things are going very well, when you're writing, things are going extremely well, what does that feel like in the body?
Ah, I so my process is weird. I feel like the reason I write is because my natural state is to be fragmented and dissociated. That's my earliest learning. So let's say if I experienced a trauma, my memory of it might be the weave of a carpet, and I'm not feeling anything. So when I'm writing, I'm always trying to make something whole. I'm trying to take something that feels like shards of glass and then connect the emotion back to it, connect the whole picture, so I see the whole scene and not just the carpet fibers. And when it's going well, it's not until I've reached that point and I'm starting to make music from the sentences, and it just feels like blushing. It feels like when your cheeks get hot and you feel like you're kind of getting a rash. It feels sort of like somewhere between flirting and being awakened, and it's the most satisfying feeling to not be fragmented, to attach the emotion back to the scene and to see a beginning and middle and end rather than something happening continuously in the present.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. So the last question is, what does the world need to know about writing? What does the world need to understand about writing?
I think good writing, your writing, I love your book so much. James Baldwin, Toni Morrison, it's a piece of music. Good writing is not, people will come to you and they'll say, oh, I know a story you should write, and it's not that. Good writing can even take an inconsequential incident and make it a piece of music, and good writing will remind you of your humanity. It will humble you. It will remind you of your thorns, and it will remind you of your potential.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your creative imperative, Susan.
Oh, thanks for having me.